Hey guys, this is Gaurav Dimla, this side digital growth and strategy expert. So today I have a very special guest with me in my podcast show, Get Digital with G. So he is somebody who is a author of Amazon's best-selling book Cattle or Catalyst, Amazon's editor choice, and he is somebody who is like living example of system works, people don't, and he is India's leading business coach, and he is none other than Karan Hasija.
Hello, everybody, and hi, Gaurav. Thank you
Hi,
for having me on your show.
Thank
It's a
you
pleasure
so
to
much,
be
Karan.
here.
Thank you so much, Karan. So, Karan, tell me something about you. What is your journey, and where all it started, and what is your mission?
Okay, so how I started.
Yeah.
So I started off as a kid, lost in life, and going with the most common flow which most people would go to, which was engineering. And then during my engineering journey, I went through multiple opportunities, whereas to work in student organizations. In fact, that's where Rajiv and me met, where I understood that for me, I want to pursue entrepreneurship. I started getting exposed to training at a very young age, and that's what led to my journey of training and my journey of Quantum Leap. We started off Quantum Leap in the year 2006, 2007, and now it's been almost 13 plus years, and here we are today. And today what we do, and is also a part of our mission, is to work with business owners, handhold them and help them to scale up their business. And from a mission perspective, our mission is to actually redefine the way business works for people, where we believe in a philosophy called the win-win-win philosophy, and we want to make sure that people run business making sure that everyone's winning, which is the customer, the team, as well as the business owner. So that's our real vision. And today we are handholding business owners across 7 countries. We've had more than 5,000 business owners being trained under our system, which is called the PACE system. And at any given point of time, we are handholding more than 700 to 800 business owners on a one-to-one level, helping them to scale up their business. So that's us in a summary. That's me in a summary.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Karan. Thank you so much for sharing your journey. Thank
Most
you so
welcome.
much, Karan. So, Karan, what does system means to you? Because I have been with you quite a while, and I have been always listening to you saying that system work, people don't. So where exactly it is coming from? And like I have been listening that you are a system freak who is always after system, that one must have a system. So like, can you elaborate on that? What does the system work, people don't?
So let me put things into perspective first.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm a system freak,
Yeah.
but system is one component or one ingredient of making a business work.
Yeah.
And it's just because you have systems doesn't mean everything is going to happen.
Yeah.
Ultimately, systems are utilized to manage people.
Yeah.
That's why I say systems work, people don't, because ultimately systems help to manage people better. All I'm just trying to say is that systems is not a replacement for people. In certain cases it can, because when you automate things, you're removing human interference.
Yeah.
But that is a function of automation. At the end of the day, you need people to manage even the automation. And that's why I say systems work, people don't, because systems help you to manage people better. Ultimately, people do the work.
Yeah.
So what I mean by systems, and this is where most people get it wrong, and I would like to clarify this. Let's understand the definition of a system.
Yeah.
A system is a mechanism for you to measure, manage, and control activities to produce a result.
Yeah.
If you understand this definition in the most simplest way, then you'll understand the role of a system. So when you have a system in place, you utilize it to measure activities. Who will do these activities? Either it's a technology or it's a person. The system helps you to measure it. Based on the measurement, you understand what is working and what's not working. So therefore, you can manage it and control it in the direction you want. That's a system.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for really sharing those great insights and great new things about system, what exactly system is, because a lot of people, they use system as a replaceable thing for human beings. So thank you so much for clarifying that. So Karan, my next question to you is that a lot of people, they make systems, but I have seen that their systems come to stand still, their system collapse in their companies. So what are the 3 things you can tell to the people that whenever they are making the system, they must focus on these 3 core areas so that their system must be sustainable, automation, and it must be like, it can work without them also.
So that's the ideal objective of a system.
Yeah.
That if an activity needs to work without your involvement, there needs to be a system in place so that you're measuring that activity, which gives you all the control symptoms to know what to do and what not to do. So that you're not intervening, you are managing it. That's what you mean by working without you. So understanding that as an objective, the first ingredient for you to make sure that a system works is that it needs to be simple. And especially when you're working with people, please understand this, that if it's not simple, no one's going to do it. And that's where most people get it wrong, because they feel that systems need to be are these complex things which people don't understand. Automatically systems are connected to technology. I'm not saying systems are not equal to technology. There could be technology which can be a solution for a system, but that's not just what a system is. And I keep sharing this example that simple daily activity like brushing your teeth or having a bath is a system which you're following to control a certain outcome of hygiene.
Yeah.
The point is measurement and management. So if it's simple, everybody can do it. If it's complicated, people can't do it. So that's the first element of ensuring that it works.
Yeah.
The second element is, and you already used the word, and I would say that it's extremely critical for a system, is that it needs to be sustainable. When I'm saying sustainable, it needs to be something which is applicable in multiple scenarios, and that's the only way it can be duplicated. Yeah? Which means that tomorrow when there are changes in your environment or changes in your market, if you have to change the system, then you're starting to reinvent the entire thing from scratch, and that doesn't work. Market is going to evolve, people are going to change, customer needs are going to evolve. Your system needs to work in any and all scenarios. Like think about it, if you look at any say big organization, and which is a system driven organization, they say that it's independent of people. What does that really mean? Let's understand that. It doesn't mean that you don't need people. Yeah. It means that whoever the person is, it doesn't matter. It can be replaced because there's a system in place to control it. That only happens when it is sustainable, when it's gone through the grind of working in multiple environments. So that's the second aspect you need to consider. And the third aspect you need to consider is that it needs to be scalable, which means that can be duplicated, can be replicated across platforms, which means that one is sustainable, that works in multiple situations. Secondly, it works in duplicate situations when you have more people to manage, which means that it's not dependent on the capability of people, nor is it dependent upon the number of people. No matter where, no matter whom, anybody can follow it. So to summarize, simple, sustainable, scalable.
Thank you so much, Karan. Thank you so much for sharing those $1 million systems things, because a lot of people actually they don't focus on all these things. A lot of time I have seen whenever it is being said about system, they are having a complex flow charts and all these things after this, but you have explained that in such a simple
So I want to bring in a point over here, Gaurav.
Yeah.
When you mentioned the word flow chart, there's a big difference between a process and a system.
Yeah.
I think most people get it wrong there. Yeah. Process is the natural flow of activities, and a system helps you to manage the process. Because think about it, who implements the process? It's either a person or a technology. The system will help you to measure if the process is being followed or not. And it's so simple, but people get it wrong, and that's why everything gets so complicated.
Exactly. Yes, thank you. That was a bang on thing which you have just mentioned.
I just mentioned that because you used the word flowchart.
Yeah. Because I've been to so many offices and I've seen that they have this flowchart on their notice board that our company follows this flowchart. This is a thing.
So if I give it to you visually, when you have a flowchart between two activities, when you have a connector, to check if that connector is leading to the next part, is where you need to have a measurement mechanism. That's the system.
Thank you so much, Karan. So Karan, as you mentioned that you have been training and coaching a lot of business owners all across Asia and other countries also. So I'm going to bring up one question, that how important it is to have a mentor in life and business, and what is the core thing when you have a mentor and coach in the business thing?
So obviously the answer to that is very important. But more than telling you that it's important, let me tell you why is it important. So here's my sincere belief. No matter what profession you are in, and especially if you're in business, the number one skill for you to be successful is for you to learn. And I want to be clear as to what I mean by learning. There are people who attend a lot of seminars, there are people who read a lot. For me, that's not learning. For me, learning is equal to you gaining that knowledge and implementing it real time. Because if you're not going to be able to implement it, what's the point of you learning? And for you to be able to implement it real time, you are going to make mistakes. You need someone who's an expert who can guide you to tell you whether you're going in the right direction or not. For that reason, you need a mentor. Because a mentor and a coach helps you to translate learning into action and action into result. And that is the significance of a mentor or a coach in your system, because that's when you evolve. That's when you grow. Understand how does growth happen? Growth happens when you start plugging the loopholes in the mistake you're making, and you're able to produce a better result. You can't do it alone. At the end of the day, you always need someone to tell you whether you're in the right direction or not, and to also evaluate your progress, and that's where the significance of the mentor. So to summarize, Gaurav, this is the reason why a mentor and a coach is extremely important, especially for business owners.
Thank you so much for sharing those real valuable insights about
Most welcome.
mentoring coaching. Thank you so much, Karan. And Karan, like like a lot of people gonna listen this episode and they have a questions about system and process, because that is the one pain area which I have seen most of business owners have. So how is it possible they can get in touch with you about their questions, about your suggestions, about their queries and pain points they have? So how can they reach you out?
So the easiest way to reach out to me is to follow me on Instagram. My Instagram handle is Karan Hasija Official. You can look me up. You can also look me up on my Facebook page. My Facebook page name is Karan Hasija. You can reach out to me on my website, which is karanhasija.com. I'm pretty active on social media and I respond to a lot of queries over there. Apart from that, Rajiv and me keep doing a lot of Facebook lives where we actually open up discussions on specific themes to answer people's questions. So look out for that on our pages and be a part of the Facebook live, and we'll be happy to help as many people as possible.
Thank you so much, Karan. Thank you so
Most
much
welcome.
for sharing all those golden nuggets and valuable information. So it was pleasure having you on my show.
Same here, Gaurav.
Get
Thank you
Digital
for
with
having me on your show.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you.